Hello, sixth form. I hope you're still staying safe and healthy at home. Just before I move on to my message, I just want to quickly reference an important email that Mrs. Sorsby has sent out to all year 12, 13 and 14 students today. So please make sure you've checked your emails and fully understood it. So my message, well, my previous message had a lot of information in it from Aston University, our main sponsor and partner. My message today will have more information from the University of Birmingham, because this week I have been virtually attending some conferences that they have been holding. Now, my message today is relevant for our current year 12, 13 and 14 students, and I'll be covering the following subjects. So I'll be talking to you about a new launch of a course called EPS, the Engineering Physical Science Futures course. I'll also be talking to you about the help sheet that I sent out and put together from the University of Birmingham. And finally, I will be reminding year 13 students about student finance at the end of the message. So firstly, there is a brand new course that University of Birmingham are putting together. They are launching it as we speak, and it will be for our current year 12 students to be applying for when they finish year 13, so for 2021 entry to university. The course is called EPS Futures, and that stands for Engineering Physical Sciences. It is aimed at students who possibly are not quite sure about what degree they want to specialise in. You will cover many topics as part of this course. So there'll be different things like physics, different types of engineering, maths, a bit of computer science. Okay, I will send out a poster that will have more topics on there that you can look at. It's important to know, though, it is a foundation year course, which is like the bridge course between A-level and BTEC and your 1 degree course. So it's the in-between course. It's a 1-year course. And then after that, that is when you then choose which degree pathway you would like to follow. And by then, hopefully, they would have given you a taster of different subject areas, and you are more knowledgeable in what choices that you want to make. Now, a normal degree offer at the University of Birmingham for a STEM subject, a STEM degree subject, is an AAB. Now, for some students, this is unrealistic, okay? So there is other options, and this is where this new course comes into it. They do have a normal foundation year anyway. This foundation year is generally aimed at students who just miss out on the AAB, and those entry requirements is a triple B. Okay. However, this course, the EPS Futures course, the actual entry requirements is a CCC, triple C. Okay, so this might be a bit more realistic for some of the students who possibly, are working really hard, but actually a triple C is much more realistic for them in achieving. So it is aimed at different students. Like I said, there is specific criteria that you have to meet as well as the entry requirements, but there are some huge benefits to this course. It is fully funded for the year. So you will not have to pay for any tuition fees. They are giving you an accommodation allowance, so they will pay for you to live on campus if you wanted to. They are going to give you a meal plan, so money towards your food, and they'll also be giving you a living allowance. They say altogether this roughly equates to around £20,000. Because of that, there is only 12 places. It is open to anybody. It's not just for Birmingham students. However, yesterday they only launched it to Birmingham schools, so we have got a little bit of a head start on you guys doing some more research into this if you feel this is the option for you. Now, the way you apply is as normal through UCAS, and for year 12 at the moment, I will be launching how you can apply for UCAS, because your logins haven't quite been launched to me just yet, but I will be setting that for you in the next few weeks. I have, however, launched the aspirations booklet, and part of that booklet is to write your personal statement. So that is really, really important for you to be working on over the next couple of weeks. There is a poster that I will be sending out. I'm going to just quickly try and share my screen. So there is this poster that I will be sending out to students over email. I'll also put it onto Firefly, and it just gives you maybe a little bit more information. It gives you a contact name at the bottom as well if you wanted to get any further information. Okay, but it just gives you an insight into what the course might be about. I'm now going to move on to the help sheet that I sent out regarding some advice from the University of Birmingham. This is for general admissions now. This is relevant to all of our students, year 12, year 13 and year 14. My help sheet included some advice, and it's whether you are not applying for University of Birmingham or whether you are, some of the information will still be relevant to you. Okay, please have a look at that email. Again, I'll pull it up onto Firefly and I'll recommend you the page. But I've had some emails back from some students saying how useful the information was. So it is important that you have a look through. Some special guidelines and advice for medical students. So again, whether you have already applied or whether you are looking to apply, and the advice is around work experience, because work experience is a huge part of your medicine application. And obviously at the moment, there is no work experience, face-to-face work experience that you can do. They have given you or given us a link to a website where you can gain virtual experiences, and that is what they will be looking for you to be having instead of the face-to-face experience. There's also some information on the sheet regarding the UCAT entry exam, which all medical students will need to take. And again, if you're in year 12, you're looking to apply for medicine, that is something that you need to be looking at. They normally run it in November time, and those dates are being stuck to at the moment. I'm just going to quickly share my screen so you can see what the help sheet looks like. Here we go. I hope that you can see this. I'm not going to go through each point because you can go away and look at your emails for this, but there's a section for current year 12 students. And then as I move down, there's a section for current year 13 and 14 students. And then on the second page, there are a couple of website links that will be very useful to you. Again, some of this is not just relevant for University of Birmingham applicants. Some of this information could be relevant to anybody. My final message is for our current year 13 and 14 students. It is about student finance. The deadline for student finance is looming. It is the 22nd of May. I've sent out that deadline and I've sent out many reminders regarding this. So this is now a verbal reminder to you. Please have your applications sent in to the student finance team, which is not based at our school, okay? It is an external government agency. So that deadline is the 22nd of May. There has been some webinars that I've also sent out and advertised to you, because sometimes you have questions that you have, or sometimes just listening to other people discuss it can be helpful. I have sent them out already, Coventry University being one of them. However, if you have missed that, they are on YouTube. They tend to be recorded and they then get put up on demand. So please Google them, do your own research, okay? You're in year 13, you can be doing this research for yourself, and just be going through these videos to see if your questions are answered in one of those. There is a fact sheet as well that I'm going to be sending out. This is from the University of Manchester. Again, it doesn't matter if you haven't applied to the University of Manchester, it's just a resource that they've put together. Generally, student finance is similar across the board. Some differences for some courses, but generally it is the same. Now, I have previously sent out the link for the government website for the student finance, so please check your emails. But I will be putting it up onto a Firefly page along with this fact sheet, so you can easily access it. But it is the 22nd of May deadline, so please get that form filled out as soon as possible. that is my message complete. Half term is coming up, so usually I would say, you know, have a rest, take some time off, get some sleep, enjoy your time at home. But obviously we're kind of already doing that at the moment, so it's a little bit strange. I hope to see some of you very soon. Again, we don't know what is coming in the future. We're still waiting for guidelines from Boris, as you are as well. But you will be updated from Mr. Locke-Wheaton as soon as we know more information. Thank you. Goodbye.